Westbrook for the lead. Hachimura.
Say what you will about this Washington Wizards team. Say what you will about Russell Westbrook. Say what you will about Bradley Beal. This team has been through a lot this season, and in my opinion, they've impressed me every step of the way. I don't think in any way it's easy to do what the Wizards have done. This is a team that had absolutely no business making the playoffs, and they did. And I'm not going to say it was on the shoulders of one player or two players, but I'd be lying if I said that these guys didn't do a ton of carrying. I really do get tired of the Russell Westbrook hate. How could you hate a guy that's third all time for playoff triple doubles? How could you hate a guy that's averaged a triple double 4 times in their career? How could you hate a guy for triple doubles? Westbrook has made the uncommon common, and I don't think that should be a bad thing. You guys know the Big O, right? Mr. Triple Double himself said it's wild that Westbrook isn't even talked about as an MVP candidate anymore. That's a shame. That's a disgrace. He broke a record and they don't even think about him. Russell Westbrook should win MVP again. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say Westbrook should win another MVP, but I will say that him leading the Washington Wizards to the playoffs is some MVP type of stuff. This Washington Wizards team had no business making the playoffs, and I cannot emphasize that enough. While the Washington Wizards have some talent, their roster is so poorly constructed that sometimes I feel like I could personally go out and put a better team together. Tonight, the Washington Wizards played the Philadelphia 76ers. Tonight would mark the 4th game of the Wizards and 76ers series. You guys know that the Wizards were down 3-0, and yeah, you never want to get swept on your home court. While the Wizards might not go on to win the series, and in fact, no team has ever came back from 3-0, let's let the Wizards have their game. Let's let this team and their fans have their moment. Now guys, we're going to talk about a lot this video. We're also going to talk about Ben Simmons and his performance. We're also going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers as a whole. And in the comments below, I want to know your thoughts on the way that this game was reffed. Referees, yet again, are becoming a hot topic in the NBA playoffs. Now, before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss another Get Like Coop video, and that's facts. Guys, if you enjoy my videos, then you're going to love the Laced Up Podcast. It's me, the Flight Mike Korzimba. We talk basketball, we laugh. It's a really good time. The link to Laced Up is going to be in the description below. Now that all of that is out of the way, let's talk hoops. So actually, before we really get into the hoops talk, there was a fan that stormed the court. This game, fans have gotten out of control. Honestly, I might do a video on fans being out of control tomorrow. I don't know if you guys want that, but if you do, I'll definitely do a video on it. Anyways, a fan storms the court. Amazing tackle by the security guard. Shams updates us on the situation tonight, and he says the fan that ran onto the court during the Wizards 76ers game tonight has been banned from the arena, and charges are being pursued with the DC Police Department. So guys, the NBA takes this stuff seriously. If you're ever thinking about doing something that dumb, don't do it. It's been a stupid wild week for fans, and not in a good way. To kick off the hoops talk, I want to talk the 76ers because I feel like there are some major talking points here. Joel Embiid, what's his health going to look like? I'm going to be really blunt right now. People don't like blunt, but sometimes people need to hear blunt. I don't think this statement that I'm about to make should shock anybody. And that statement is that the 76ers aren't winning anything if Joel Embiid is not healthy. Yeah, they can beat the Washington Wizards. Yes, they can advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you could say that's being generous, but I don't think this team is good enough to win without Embiid. And that's a testament to how good Embiid has been this season. It really felt like he took his game to another level. I thought he had an MVP caliber season. Obviously, he missed a lot of time due to injury. And I don't want to say injuries have defined his career because they haven't at all. But if I'm the 76ers, I'm a little worried about Embiid's health going forward. Now, this is completely a hypothetical, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Say you're a team like the 76ers. Say you're up 3-1. Say you're a 1 playing an 8. And say your star player is hurt. Is there any possibility that if you're that 1 seed, that you look into possibly losing a game or two to get your star player back to 100% going into the next series? Obviously, my answer is no. It's the NBA playoffs and we have to roll with who we got. I'm not risking an upset in any way, shape, or form. Now, also, if I'm the 76ers, I'm a little worried about Ben's free throw shooting. Obviously, we saw the Wizards go to the hack of Ben tonight. Ben shot 5 of 11 from the line, and on the season, he's a 61% free throw shooter. Ben's free throw percentage could be something to watch going forward in upcoming series. There's no other way to put it, but in the playoffs, every point counts. Now, to touch on the Washington Wizards, people are still hating on Westbrook. I searched his name on Twitter, and I'm not going to lie, there were some people giving him love, but the majority, let me not say the majority, but there's a lot of Westbrook hate out there. So again, 19 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists, 12th career playoff triple-double. The guy is an absolute beast. Look at this. Beal has to touch the ball. Westbrook can't take that shot. Westbrook has actually been so clutch for the Wizards this season that it's honestly a little shocking, even for myself. Absolute bum. That's why KD left. Like, the Westbrook hate is still out there. Now, this one was actually pretty fire. Thank you for changing my life. I'm just Daniel Gafford, bro. These guys have an unbelievable connection. I think per 36, Gafford's actually averaging like 20 and 10. This guy says, I watched this game. He's the biggest good stat, bad team guy in history. He didn't win this game for the Wizards. And while Westbrook didn't have his best game shooting-wise, he shot the ball poor. It is what it is. He was still creating shots for his teammates. The offense, again, looked miles better with Westbrook in and running it. And most importantly, I truly feel that Bradley Beal appreciates Russell Westbrook. When you're a star and you're a scorer like Bradley Beal, you need guys that can take the pressure off of you. Bradley Beal's not the best passer. He's not the best playmaker. But hey, there's this guy named Russell Westbrook that passes, playmakes, rebounds, and gives you over 150% effort pretty much every play. Oh, and shout out to my boy, Rui. Rui was one of my favorite players out of his draft class. Rui's going to be a beast. I think this guy's going to be a star. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm Get Like Coop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.